Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is UsernameHere, joined by my co-commentator and good buddy Devion. Welcome to episode 20 of the Grand Marshal Grand Tournament. It is a beautiful day on Gold Coast, as always, though I do wonder what it would look like with different weather, but that's completely unrelated. Welcome, BeamNG players, Grand Marshal enthusiasts, and police-chasing fans alike. It's a beautiful day for police chase here. Wouldn't you agree, my friend Devion?
Yeah, unfortunately, due to budget cuts, we can't change the weather at the moment.
Due to budget cuts. Against what? The sky?
Yeah.
Like, hey, we forgot to pay for the sky. We forgot to pay the bills put forth by God.
Yeah, the skyboxes are pretty expensive nowadays.
Yeah, these skyboxes are. Hey, what are you talking about? This is like totally, completely, 100% actual real life. This is really happening, right? Right? I mean, or have you been lying to me this whole time?
Oh no,
Anyway,
this is happening. It's just, this specific environment requires a skybox.
in the first place position in our lineup, we have the current leader of the tournament, potentially going to be the champion. That's a new rule that we'll talk about later. We have the Mississippi State Trooper Car with 14 points, a whopping 14 points, getting 2 points that last episode. Finally learning from his rival Police Interceptor, and potentially could actually. This is match point. Remember when I said we would talk about that rule later? Well, we're doing it now. Too bad. So this new rule that we the producers have decided to apply to the tournament is that if a car reaches 15 points, they are declared the winner, because we can't do this until we are old and gray. They will be declared the winner of the tournament, and the cars, we're still working it out. We might retire that car, the car that won, and then keep all the other cars with their point standings, as in like keep the tournament going, but like declare winners who make it out almost. We might just reset the whole tournament entirely with a lineup of 8 completely new cars. We are currently working out which one we will do, but regardless, that is the thing that we have decided on. And due to the fact that the Mississippi State Trooper car is currently 1 point away from reaching that 15-point threshold, that means this is technically match point, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi will definitely want to pull out all of the stops here, use every trick in the book in order to end the tournament if they want to secure their victory. In the second place position, trailing by 2 points, which is not very common, we have the Police Interceptor Car, who has been here pretty much since the beginning, but might just fall short a little bit right here in the end. We have Police Interceptor here with 12 points, trailing 2 behind Mississippi. I said that already. And they're definitely going to have to pull out all the stops too, just like Mississippi, because if they want to have a chance of winning this tournament, even though they have basically been the reigning champion this whole time, holding that first place position very securely for so many episodes, there's a chance that they may falter here right around the end. This could be the last episode of season 1. What do you think, my friend Devion?
Yeah, I mean, like, he's trailing by 2 points at the moment, but he can get 15 points if he wins all 3 rounds of this episode. He has done that before, and I believe he has a good chance of doing it again in this episode.
That is true, yes. Police Interceptor, of the many victories he has under his belt, he is also the only car to ever win all 3 rounds of an episode. If he pulls that power out today, then that would be insane. That would be just a come from behind winner of this. That would just be an absolute comeback, a come from behind, and that would be that'd be a very interesting, unexpected is the word I was looking for. That would create for us a very unexpected winner.
Yeah, it'd be quite disappointing considering the dominance he had in the earlier episodes to just like end it off like
Yeah.
this, 3 points behind the leader, Mississippi.
That is true, yes. I'm sure a lot of the Police Interceptor fans have been placing their bets, and they're probably, their teeth are probably chattering here right now, because they know that this is could be Police Interceptor's last chance to shine. In the third place position with 4 points and an alliance of convenience with Mississippi, another threat to Police Interceptor and potentially Mississippi, we have the Toronto Police Car hailing from Toronto, Ontario. And yeah, this guy, Toronto, has definitely proven that he is one of the fiercest competitors in the Grand Marshal tournament, and especially making an alliance with Mississippi, the current frontrunner, that has allowed him to move ahead of the pack and break the ties that we've had in the previous episodes. Yeah, with 4 points currently tied with the Niagara Regional Police, but yeah, he could break out of that tie again. He could be essentially become known as the tiebreaker. He's in the shoes of Detroit because he's in third place. He's essentially the tiebreaker, and much like Mississippi and Police Interceptor, he is also going to have to pull out all the stops. there's not a lot of time left for him because this could definitely be the final episode. That is a possibility. And yeah,
Like, if he were to score a point in this episode and break the tie, he will ruin Police Interceptor's comeback tour of scoring all 3 points in one episode.
that is true. Yes, all Toronto needs to do is win one round in order to prevent Police Interceptor from getting that reverse all move, which by the way is a Command and Conquer reference, and win this tournament and come from behind to defeat Mississippi. Toronto also has an alliance of convenience with Mississippi, but considering Mississippi now has the match point, it could be the opportune moment for Toronto to take advantage of this alliance and score some points himself, maybe even catch up the Transit Police. In the fourth place position with no points, but that's fine because they came. That's fine because they joined like a couple of episodes ago. We have the Russian police car, hailing from Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege with a dark blue front bumper and no dark blue rear bumper, which is interesting. But yeah, they are an interesting competitor to say the least. They showed up a bit late, but I believe them. I think they could score a few points. If this is the last episode, I think they could definitely score a few points. And besides, that's all they need to do to prevent. That's all they need to do is hold their own for 3 rounds and prevent Mississippi from winning, and they'll be able to maybe get some chances to win some rounds and maybe catch up to say Toronto or Niagara. Maybe challenge them for their. I think technically they're in 4th place. Yeah, they're tied for 4th. Toronto, Niagara. That is. And speaking of places, we have the New York City Transit Police Car in the 3rd place position, the champion of the East Coast tournament. Now looking at, he's trailing far behind in this particular tournament now as well. So he'll definitely need to step up his game too. This is the time to make it or break it, ladies and gentlemen. New York Transit Police will need to pull out every trick in the book if they're going to have a chance of catching up to Mississippi and Police Interceptor, because Mississippi is at the match point. This is now. This is it. This is the time.
Transit Police doesn't have to worry about losing his position in the scoring because, like, Toronto and Niagara, even if they score 3 points in this episode, they would not catch up Transit Police because he has 8 points, and he basically has like 3rd place, set for him in this episode.
That is true. Yes, the Transit Police Car here has 3rd place essentially locked down. Toronto or Niagara could win all 3 of the rounds in this episode, and they still would be trailing behind him by 1 point. So his position is definitely safe for the moment. However, if he wants to have a chance of catching up to the 2nd or even 1st place positions, he will need to step up his game and put some wins under his belt. Because that, if he won all 3, that would put him at double digits. That would put him at 11 points, and that would be that would set quite the precedent for him going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trailing right behind Police Interceptor, which is a good look for him.
And climbing right out of the water here, hailing from the state of Rhode Island, we have the Rhode Island State Police Car. I know, right? Who would have thought? And they will be rounding out the 5th place position in our lineup. I think, I'm pretty sure. Wait, their light bar is all red. That's not accurate. That's not accurate at all. I don't think. Yeah, it's like red and blue. 0 out of 10. Really unplayable. In our 6th place position, hailing from the city of Philadelphia, we have the Philadelphia Police Car. I know, right? Who would have thought? They just got here last episode and they didn't do anything. So they have 0 points. I don't really know what else there is to say about that, unfortunately. Maybe they could bring some of that Philadelphia spirit.
Philadelphia has the opportunity right now to break the 3-way tie for last place by earning a point. Just 1 point in this episode from any of the 3 rounds that are possible. I believe it's completely possible. He's tied with the other, with Russian police also came in recently. So we'll see which one's the better newcomer in this situation.
That is true, yes. All 3 of the cars that are currently in last place, tied for last, all with 0 points, are the newcomers. Yeah, Russian Police, Philadelphia, and Rhode Island State Police. All they need to do is get themselves 1 point, and they will be on the board, and they will emerge from that last place position. Anyway, in our 8th place position, and by the way, I was saying Philadelphia was in 6th. They're not. They're in 7th. I was saying Rhode Island was in 5th. They're not. They're in 6th. That's been cleared up now. In our 8th place position, hailing from Canada, who would have thought? We have the Niagara Regional Police Car, who's pretty much on Team Canada with Toronto. However, they are now tied with Toronto with 4 points, so they will definitely need to pull out all the stops for them as well, because there's quite a bit they could do from that last place position. JTF has proven it back in the UsernameHere Invitational, And yeah, they could also break that tie and start to catch up to Transit Police, just like Toronto. They have just as many. Yeah, they have just as much stake in these rounds as anyone else, and potentially one of these rounds could go to them, and they will be able to move forward in the tournament and make some progress towards challenging that first place position. In any event, that is it for our lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Start your engines, turn on your lights and sirens, and fasten your seatbelts because round number 58, I think, is about to begin. And they are off, ladies and gentlemen. The Barstow, Mississippi coming out strong. They're looking to secure that point. Russian Police moves ahead to the third place position. That was pretty unexpected. There goes Rhode Island, Philadelphia, and Niagara as well to round out our lineup. Mississippi is looking to just close out this tournament in the first round, and Russian Police is looking to challenge him. Yeah, looks like a lot of these cars do not want the tournament to end so quickly.
Looks like pretty standard layout so far, although we did have an overtake. We have another overtake on the...
Another maybe overtake. Transit Police that was good at this, but not good enough. There goes Rhode Island now in the 4th or 5th place position, actually. Yeah, Transit Police now in 6th, Philadelphia in 7th, and Niagara in 8th.
Yeah, Rhode Island really wants to prove that he's not one of those other newcomers and will be able to score a point.
Rhode Island wants to prove that Rhode Island wants to prove that no man is an island. Get it? It's a phrase. Anyway, so we have there's Toronto as well. Transit Police behind Rhode Island and Toronto, and I believe they are now in the... Not completely sure. Oh yeah, there is Philadelphia as well. I forgot about them. So yeah, Toronto is now in 4th. Rhode Island is in 5th. Transit Police is in 6th, I believe. That's Philadelphia. That's in 7th. Here we go. Here's a good way to see the lineup. Rush Police in 3rd. Looks like Rhode Island will be challenging Toronto for the 4th place position and will be losing that out though to Toronto. Here's Niagara Regional Police trying to get ahead of Philadelphia, but yeah, it looks like Transit Police will not be in 6th. And we've had a couple of very interesting overtakes right here off the bat. That doesn't usually happen. A lot of these newcomers realize that now is their time to shine, and they are going to go for it with everything they have.
Yeah, they gotta make sure Mississippi doesn't score a point, or else that'll be their chances all gone up in smoke.
That is true, yes. The alliance of convenience that Toronto formed could potentially be formed with someone else because a lot of these cars may recognize that they have to stop Toronto from winning. Otherwise, this will be essentially it for the tournament.
Yeah, so the runners are approaching the beach turn right now, and let's see if they make it through fine. We have put a shipping container there again, but we all know that's not always useful in this scenario.
Not always effective. Looks like Police Interceptor is going to screw it up, and now Mississippi does it too. Here comes Russian Police now in the 1st place position. They could potentially secure themselves. Oh, here comes Toronto as well in the 2nd, but he screws up the beach turn as well. Looks like Russian Police will not be moving ahead. Here comes, I can't tell who that is. And here's Transit Police as well in the back front there. We have Philadelphia down there screwing it up. Looks like Transit Police will go through just fine. Niagara's there as well. Russian Police make some contact with the runner. Looks like they're going to try and push them into the ditch. Russian Police now is moving ahead. Russian Police is now moving ahead to grab themselves that point potentially and put themselves on the board and prove that they are not just another newbie. Oh, they get that spin. They push him into the cliff. Looks like the runner will now be trying to pit maneuver Russian Police. The runner moves ahead, and Russian Police is now engaged in a fierce battle against the runner. He really wants that point. Looks like the steering is busted for the runner as well. Russian Police still moving ahead, still refusing to quit. However, its competition will probably be appearing here at any moment. Yes, here comes Mississippi. Here comes Mississippi hot on his tail. Russian Police is trying to secure that point and stop Mississippi, the lead from winning this tournament. Russian Police is essentially the only thing standing between us and entering the tournament right here, right now, in round 58.
Yeah, I think Russian Police is going to get a point here. There's no one else to really contest him. Mississippi... Oh, he's going to send him into forest.
He's getting him a spin. Looks like we got the runner doing a drift, so deja vu. Oh, Russian Police hits him again. Here comes Mississippi, though they could capitalize on it. Mississippi gets the hit in the back, but Russian Police will still be going, and it is a battle between Russian Police and Mississippi, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi taking that 1st place position. Here comes Transit Police, of all people, in the 3rd place position. Mississippi still trying to push the runner. Here comes Russian Police. This is an absolute battle. Transit Police screws it up at the bottom of the incline. So does, I think, Police Interceptor, yes. And here comes someone else, Philadelphia as well. So these cars pulling out all the stock, but Transit Police manages to just barely stay in the 3rd place position as Police Interceptor moves up. There's Niagara as well. Looks like we have one missing. Rhode Island is missing. Yes, that is unfortunate for them, but Russian Police is now contesting that 1st place position from Mississippi.
Yeah, Police Interceptor is quite far back, so runners should slow down, like as seen right here. So we'll see what they do in a long straight.
Down a little bit. Looks like Mississippi will be making some contact, but will this be enough to end the tournament right here, right now? Looks like the runner's having a very bad time. If they spin out and Russian Police gets it, then that will preserve the tournament. But if Mississippi gets it, looks like that will be the end for this tournament.
I believe he would just send the runner flying right into a long turn.
Mississippi could just send the runner flying to long turn. Looks like there's the spin just about. The runner is now being spun. Mississippi spins the runner. There's a tree. Russia Police hits the runner again, and I don't know. It's actually a little too close to call. Is the runner still up?
I think he's got the runner.
The runner is decidedly not up, ladies and gentlemen. Russian police out of nowhere coming right into first place. And here's Philadelphia as well in the third place position, completely battling against transit police in order to make it here to the runner. Hitting the runner as well for good measure. So Philadelphia getting in on a little bit of that action. There goes Niagara Regional Police. And that was what a round, ladies and gentlemen. As Police Interceptor screams by and probably a little upset with his defeat. What a round, ladies and gentlemen. That was just, I honestly have to say, here comes Toronto as well, hitting Philadelphia in the back, and I have to say that round was just too close to call. That round was just too close to call. Russian Police and Mississippi just battling fiercely. I've never quite seen such fierce competition from these cars, and there's someone just on their side down there, yeah. That's Transit Police, I think, yeah. That's Transit Police had a bad day, but yeah. What a round. What a round. I'm winded. What a round.
Yeah, it was a really intense battle between the newcomers and the original members of the original cast members of this episode.
That is true, yes. Oh, wow, my man, Transit Police having a really bad day. Yeah, that was too close to call, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi got the spin into the tree, but the Russian police is the one that put in that final spin that stopped the runner. So I don't know. It's a little too close to call. Yeah, there's your thumbnail. It's a little too close to call here.
I believe Mississippi got the point because he sent the runner spinning into a tree, which killed the car basically. I think it snapped the drive shaft.
That is true, yes. Russian police definitely got that incredible hit spinning the runner, but I don't know. Mississippi spin of the runner into that tree might have been the killing blow. So I don't know. It's very close to call.
Meanwhile, let's check on the other competitors while the judges
Pretty sure
decide who
everyone is here.
deserves the point.
Oh, what happened to Rhode Island? They look fine. They're just. Oh, they must have been fine. They must have not wrecked. They must have just got here. Yeah, they must have drove here, and we. Yeah, we probably didn't notice them drive here. Do they still drive? Can you check?
I'm pretty sure if he still drove, he would be driving to the runner right now. So yeah, everybody made it to a runner except for Rhode Island Transit Police. It's not a bad effort for your first round, but could have been better. Doesn't really have the beginner's luck at the moment.
It's true. That is true. Yes, Rhode Island did not have much of that beginner's luck. However, this is their first episode, so that can be excused. Philadelphia and Russian Police, on the other hand, put up an incredible fight, going almost right for the throats of some of our original cast members, like Mississippi and Transit Police.
So now we will await the judges while they decide who deserves the point in this round.
That is true. Yes, it is time to convene. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The judges have convened, and it has been decided that Mississippi and Russian Police will both be awarded a point for that spectacular performance. That absolute spectacular performance that caused me to get a freaking bottle of water. That's how good it was. And with Mississippi now with 15 points, you know what that means? That means that Mississippi State Trooper has officially been crowned the winner of the Gavril Grand Marshal tournament. They have survived it all. They fought with Police Interceptor until the bitter end. They fought even when they were down. They fought against all kinds of different competitors. They battled Detroit. They battled Transit Police. They battled Fairhaven City. They battled JTF. They battled all kinds of different people. And in the end, their skill, their prowess, their ability, and above all, their two-tone blue, the stripes and the dark blue. And yes, congratulations to the Mississippi Highway Patrol as well as the state of Mississippi for being the winner of the Gavril Grand Marshal tournament here.
All right, and now we will talk about the other cars.
Niagara Regional Police didn't have much of a round there, you have to say, but considering they had 4 points across the entire tournament, and they were tied with Toronto, definitely doing well essentially for Team Canada, also for Team Last Place, proving that yes, Velasco, you can still get points if you're in last place. Niagara following the footsteps of JTF and gathering themselves up 4 points for the final, we'll get to that, point standings. In the second place position, who must be really mad right now, we have the Police Interceptor. We have Police Interceptor, famous for winning 3 rounds in a row, famous for being essentially the champion of the entire tournament, and has been in it since essentially the beginning. And they were literally in there at the beginning. I checked. They were in the absolute first episode. They've been here the entire time. And they've been just getting points over and over again. They were in the lead. They were battling with Mississippi the whole time. But at the end of the day, it just unfortunately wasn't enough. They trailed by 3 points, which was the longest gap between them and first they've ever been. And in the end, they just weren't able to make it. The beach turn. That beach turn was, they were never really able to get that beach turn. Then again, neither was Mississippi. But yeah, Police Interceptor did amazing, but in the end, unfortunately, they secured the second place position rather than first.
Yeah, Interceptor is the biggest choker in this entire tournament. He was so dominating in the earlier episodes, and then when it matters most, he trailed by 3 points and lost the tournament.
Yes, Police Interceptor he was like such a dominant force in some of those first few episodes. Even episode 13, I think, is the one. No, episode 12 is the one where he got all 3 rounds. He was so dominant for those, but eventually he just started to fall apart in the end. I don't know what happened. He just faltered around the end, and eventually he wasn't able to find that fire. He wasn't able to find those skills and find that fire again. Here we have the Philadelphia Police Car hailing from the city of Philadelphia. They did pretty good at that round as well. Yes, they had some overtakes, but unfortunately, it just wasn't their round to shine. Nor was it really their tournament to shine because they got here like the last episode. So yeah, not a whole lot to say about Philadelphia. They came in late. They didn't have any points, but that's not really their fault because they came in late. So, however, there will be more tournaments in the future. Here we have the Toronto Police Car with 4 points, tied with his Canadian friend Niagara Regional. Toronto was just definitely one of the most intelligent competitors in the entire tournament, I have to say. Even though he only had 4 points there for a while, he was the winner of the UsernameHere Invitational Tournament. I think. I'm pretty sure I have that right. He was the winner of the UsernameHere Invitational Tournament. He made an alliance of convenience with Mississippi when it mattered most. And above all, he made that third place position work to his advantage. Not necessarily to the same level as Detroit did, but followed in the footsteps of Detroit, some of his other would-be competitors. Yeah, Toronto definitely was one of the most intelligent competitors in the entire tournament. However, unfortunately for him, the intelligence didn't really make up for the fact that he came in a little late. Rhode Island State Police is like that GIF of Donald Glover walking into the room with a pizza, seeing that everything is on fire, and then proceeding to immediately leave like Grandpa Simpson. They got here this episode, and that's it. Yep. And here's Transit Police. Uh, everyone's over at the rudder, including to some extent Rhode Island, and Transit Police is just upside down and long straight. I think that pretty much sums up a lot of their tournament performance. Not that they're bad; they're literally in third place with 8 points, which is a lot. I'm pretty sure they defeated Detroit as well. They were tied with Detroit, and they defeated Detroit for the third place position. But I don't know. A lot of rounds, they just kind of like, it's almost like Transit Police is one of the old guard almost. They won the East Coast Division tournament, and eventually they decided that they were going to let the young ones essentially, because they are old. They're like from the 90s. This department, this agency has been merged into the NYPD. It no longer exists. So essentially, at some point, there must have been a point in the tournament where Transit Police just decided to make a shift and let the new blood shine. At some point, I think they weren't really giving it their complete best. They were content to just stay around the middle, have some fun, entertain the fans, do all that sort of stuff. And at the end of the day, obviously they did not win.
Yeah, I feel like towards the later episodes in the tournament, he kind of fell off. He was just running around with the other cars. Wasn't really scoring any points. Kind of was just there.
That is true, yes. And something about Transit Police, especially with the fact that they're upside down, I think they were content to do that. I think at a certain point they were content with being in third place, and they were content to let the tournament play out. And They were content to have. They were content with the fact that they were the only, in a way, the only car in the entire tournament that already had a tournament belt under their belt. A tournament belt under their belt. I was about to say.
So yeah, those are all the cards. We have finally determined a winner of this tournament, which is Mississippi State Trooper. Yeah, but we will still run the other 2 rounds in this episode. We're gonna resell the cars, clean up, and yeah, move on to the next round.
Indeed, the judges have convened, and even though Mississippi has won with 15 points, we're not one to go back on tradition. Every episode must have 3 rounds, so we will have 2 bonus rounds that will be added to the point standings. However, make no mistake, even if Police Interceptor wins both of them, Mississippi will still be the winner. And welcome to the first of 2 bonus rounds that we will be doing here in the Grand Marshal Grand Tournament. These will be used as one, to preserve tradition that 3 rounds every episode, and 2, as an anti-spoiler, so you don't just see 15 minutes and think, oh, Mississippi must have won in the first round. They did. I know of a channel that does that. But anyway, yes, welcome to the lineup for round number 59, which will be a bonus round. And usually I believe tradition is that we don't do car introductions for middle rounds. However, considering the fact that this is a bonus round, I'll make an exception. So yes, here is Mississippi State Trooper, the winner of the tournament, the champion of this particular tournament, season 1 of the tournament. Yeah, they must be real. They must be riding really high on their victory here. They got 15 points and they won. What do you think about that, my friend Devian?
Yeah, I believe his hard work paid off. Although he was in first position for the entire tournament, he did get an advantage. But at the same time, he did screw up the beach turn a couple of times, but he was able to manage that to the point where he basically scored a point around every 4 rounds, a 25% win rate, and was able to get 15 points by basically around round 60.
That is true. Yes. That is true, yes. We are about to get to round number 60, and if he stays at 15 points, if he doesn't win any of these 2 bonus rounds, then that will mean he won 1 in every 4 rounds. He has a 25% win rate, which is not great, but he won, so what do I know? So yeah, good work to him. Congratulations to him. And at this point, if he just turns around and goes to the beach turn to just sit and relax, I would not blame him.
If I were him, I would try to see if I could, hit 17 points. I think, or is it 16? I think it'd be 17 points in this episode. And basically cement his lead and make sure no one else can catch up to him in this episode.
Indeed, yeah. Make sure no one else can possibly catch up to his already won. I mean, in fact, I can see the trophy in the back seat of his car. I actually can't do that. That was a joke. But anyway, yeah, he could potentially do that. He could potentially just go for the extra glory of grabbing both of these rounds and getting 17 points. That'd be pretty interesting. That'd also fly right in the face of our math. And he could do that. But overall, I guess we'll just have to see what the victorious Mississippi does. He could even turn around and just bully someone like Police Interceptor. He could be a terrible sport about it. Or he could help Police Interceptor. Or he could turn around and help Russian police for that incredible last round. Or he could. There's so many possibilities. Mississippi could do essentially whatever he wants. He won. In our second place position, who decidedly did not win, currently with 12 points going into this bonus round, we have the Police Interceptor Car, who with all of their skill, hard work, as well as their wins throughout the entire tournament, including an entire episode, even the equipment, the spotlights and the light bar, all those things, they just didn't pay off. They just didn't pay off. He had so many points and it just didn't work. It wasn't his day. Yeah, very unfortunate for him. In our third place position with 4 points, tied with Niagara on Team Canada and a alliance of convenience with Mississippi, we have the Toronto Police Car. Didn't do much that round, but definitely a very intelligent competitor, as I said, and maybe could make something happen for these 2 bonus rounds. I don't know. They could practice for some of the future tournaments that we have, and not much else to say. Here in the fourth place position, we have the Russian police car hailing from Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. And what an incredible performance last round, I have to say. It looks like those dark blue stripes and that weird front-heavy dark blue bumper, I guess. I guess that stuff all really paid off for him. He wanted that point. He knew that the end of the tournament was coming. He knew that he arrived late, and there was essentially almost no hope of winning it, and he knew he wanted to end on the board, and he got it. what an incredibly aggressive and fierce performance in that last round. Yeah, he is currently up there with 1 point, and he has beaten the tie between himself, Philadelphia, and who's the other? Rhode Island. Yeah, what an incredible performance. Well done to Russian Police. In the 5th place position, who, as I said, is pretty content to just be the champion of the East Coast Division and who was essentially here for a good time, we have the New York City Transit Police Car. And yeah, well done to him. He definitely did good across the tournament for the most part. Kind of tapered off around the end, but I think that's around when he decided, like I said, to just leave it to the young ones, I suppose, to the new blood. But yeah, still good work to Transit Police. Maybe they'll win like both of the bonus rounds just to prove that they could have done it if they wanted to. They just didn't. that'd be a spectacle, ladies and gentlemen. In the 6th place position, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Rhode Island State Police Car, which does in fact have an all-red light bar. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I wonder if they're taking some inspiration from Transit Police from that. But yeah, that is quite interesting. Look at those textures. Yeah, those are some pretty interesting textures. Probably not zooming any closer to that. Anyway, we are now back to the Transit Police light bar. Yes, we have the red light bar team, essentially. And yeah, it's a shame that NYPD proper is not here. But yes, here's the Rhode Island State Police Car. They got here this episode. There wasn't a whole lot they could do. I suppose they were learning the ropes. Maybe they're preparing for a different tournament entirely. Yes, that would make a lot of sense. Rhode Island is going to use these bonus rounds, as practice, and then they'll probably come in hard for the future tournaments. And fun fact, by the way, before we move on to the next car, it says State Police on the side a total of 3 times. Just in case you weren't sure, this is the State Police of Rhode Island. This is not the Highway Patrol. This is not the State Patrol. This is not the State Highway Patrol. Okay, you Ohio. It says it 3 times. Fun fact, yes, 3 times. It also says Rhode State Island Police if you're that kind of person. But yes, this is Rhode Island, and yeah, we'll see if they'll pull out some. We'll see if they'll pull out some interesting tactics here in this first bonus round. In the 7th place position, who didn't do a whole lot, who was tied for last with Russian Police and Rhode Island, we have the Philadelphia Police Car. So sorry, Philadelphia fans, but they'll definitely probably be back for future tournaments and future invitationals as well. So there will be more chances for them to shine, including these bonus rounds. Everything I said about Rhode Island, pretty much, except the State Police part, obviously, and the red light bar part. Everything I said about Rhode Island, except the parts that have to do with Rhode Island, also apply to Philadelphia. This could be their chance to shine. This could be their chance to get some practice in before future tournaments. And in the final position, rounding out Team Canada, essentially, we have the Niagara Regional Police Car with 4 points. Hasn't managed to break that tie for fourth. Yes, for 4th. And, well, they have 2 more bonus rounds to do it to prove that they're better than Toronto, I suppose. In any event, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the first of 2 bonus rounds where we will have 2 bonus rounds. I was going to say, like, we will see something, but, like, there's nothing to see. Mississippi already won. That's an interesting way to start a round. Mississippi moving in for some contact immediately. Let's see if Russian Police does something. No, they will be doing nothing here. Transit Police moving ahead as well. Rhode Island in the 6th place position. 5th, Philadelphia in 7th. Win Niagara Regional Police in 8th. A reminder for you, ladies and gentlemen, these bonus points will be added to the final tallies. However, make no mistake, Mississippi already won the tournament. If they get both points, they will still be considered the winner. If they get no points, they will still be considered the winner. And yes, Police Interceptor could potentially make something happen here. Toronto as well. Russian Police maybe looking for an overtake, but not really. Transit Police looking for something. It's like Philadelphia trying to get around Rhode Island, and it looks like, I have to be honest, this is looking to be a much more normal round than usual.
Yeah, Russian Police already know he can't do anything about the point standings anymore, so I guess he's just backed off for this round.
That's true, yes. Russian Police is content with essentially flooring it last round, defeating, or kind of tying with Mississippi State Trooper in that last round, and probably maybe content to just absorb some practice and some knowledge for this round, because he is facing the greats here head on and will need all of the help he can get for future tournaments.
I'm surprised by lack of overtakes so far. Oh, as I say that, Transit attempts an overtake.
Like Transit Police is now contesting Russian Police, but will not be taking that 4th place position. Transit Police in 5th. Looks like there will be another. Oh, maybe Niagara Regional Police getting around Philadelphia. And yeah, looks like things are very standard this round. Yeah.
the beach turn has been adjusted for this round because, as shown in last round, it did not really prevent any cars from hitting the beach. I think all cars except for Russian police hit the beach on the beach turn. Actually, no way. Transit police also avoided using the shipping container.
That is true, yes. A lot of these cars have made a lot of practice with the beach turn. Some of them have still not figured it out, and some of them have. You know, I'm actually thinking as well, maybe the reason the last round was as hectic as it was maybe it was the liquor round. Everyone secretly drank some alcohol, and since Russian police had vodka, that's why they won. And I don't know what stereotypical Mississippi liquor is like, but yeah, we should probably go to the beach turn as well. Looks like Rhode Island is in last as well. Let's see what's going
Yeah,
on here.
I wonder how Rhode Island lost all those positions so quickly.
True as well. Police Interceptor still having no idea how to do the beach. Looks like Russian police will be. Looks like they'll all actually be recovering from it. Never mind. Looks like except transit police. That's a bad day for him. Looks like Philadelphia will be bouncing off it as well. Niagara Regional Police moving in as well. Transit police just having a really bad day. I guess they really are content with just one tournament win. It looks like Rhode Island is even gonna make it. There's Rhode Island. All right. Looks like Rhode Island is almost not even gonna make it there. Yeah.
Looks like the Mississippi has backed off for now. They actually put quite a gap between the runner and the Grand Marshals.
True, yes. There's quite a bit of a gap between the runner and our competitors. It looks like Mississippi is deciding to essentially back off, content with being ahead of Police Interceptor. Police Interceptor is probably going to be mad. And here we have Toronto and Russian Police still rounding out the third and fourth positions. But who is that in fifth? It looks like that is Philadelphia now, and Niagara Regional Police in sixth. Rhode Island probably in seventh. The Transit Police just having a bad day in the beach turn.
Yeah, let's check on Rhode Island right now. Where is he? He's pretty far back compared to the rest of them. Yeah, not even at the cinematic corner yet.
That is true. Yes, Rhode Island is pretty far back. One of the smartest things he could possibly do would be to turn around and grab a head-on collision. Oh, he almost listened to me there, but he decided not to. Looks like Transplay's still having a bad day over the shipping container, and the runner is now heading over to the cliff turn, I believe.
I'm surprised no one's made contact with the runner. It's already been a whole lap.
That's true, yes. Over a full lap, and no one has made any contact with the runner. So, yeah, it looks like this is definitely going to be more par for the course business as usual of a round, where we had the last one just absolutely insane and hectic. Looks like this will be, as I said, a little more par for the course. There comes Rhode Island State Police, very far away, but still in it to win it. Still looking to prove that they can do something and stay in the game, even though it's like literally the end. They just got here. I kind of feel bad for Rhode Island, to be honest. They got here in the last episode. They had it's like a character of a series almost that gets introduced an episode before the finale, and they don't get to do anything. Almost, they don't get to have a character arc. They don't get to all that sort of stuff.
Oh, it looks like Interceptor might overshoot the corner.
Police Interceptor. Police Interceptor, I gotta be honest, they must have been good on those previous patches, I have to be honest. Maybe Police Interceptor had a lot of that skill coming from the patches. Looks like Transit Police is still here as well. Police Interceptor might have had a bad day with some of the future patches. Mississippi hits the shipping container. Looks like Toronto goes to the police, the Russian Police goes into Transit Police as well. Police Interceptor will be hitting Transit Police instead of the shipping container. Here comes Philadelphia as well, ramming Russian Police right in the back. Here's Niagara as well, and there's a massive pileup of 6 different cars. So it looks like we only have Mississippi and Rhode Island, who's a bit far back. Looks like Mississippi is now going to be uncontested, as Mississippi will be hitting the runner in the back, and it looks like Mississippi will actually be going for the glory with getting more than 15 points.
Yeah, he could easily push off the runner at the cinematic corner into the river.
That is true, yes. The runner is having a bad day unless he speeds up. Now it looks like
he gets spun around.
Be turned around. Mississippi will be going over on ahead. Looks like the runner will now be poised to get head-on collision by someone. Here comes Toronto. Here comes Toronto channeling some of that Detroit spirit. Will Toronto be able to get the point and take care and take advantage of Mississippi's... Oh, they miss it! They missed it. Toronto missed the head-on completely, and who else will be here to capitalize on this? It is Police Interceptor going down to a crawl. They also missed it. So who else is here? The runner's point is essentially ripe for the taking, and no one else is here. Everyone else is busted on the cinematic corner. Here comes Russian Police, Philadelphia, Niagara as well. And here comes the runner. Russian Police going right in. They just barely missed it. There's Philadelphia as well. Niagara Regional Police hitting Philadelphia, and the runner gets just barely hit, but the runner is still going, I think. Yes, Philadelphia is doing their best to stop the runner. Russian Police got a bit of a spin on the runner, and the runner is now going back towards the beach. Here comes Mississippi, okay?
Yeah, Mississippi really wants his point right there.
Yeah, Mississippi really wants his point. Mississippi wants everyone to know he's the winner. And yeah, it looks like the runner is now going the opposite direction on the course as well. And here comes Rhode Island backing up, trying to allow Philadelphia to move in. It looks like Philadelphia will now be in first, followed closely by police interceptor. Actually, yes. The Russian police car will now be rounding out the third place position. Mississippi is just over in the drink somewhere, and yeah, Rhode Island is having a really bad day with their car. So is the runner, clearly.
The runner's quite damaged now. He's going much slower than usual, especially without the fleet car nearby.
The runner is incredibly damaged. He's even got a bit of a souvenir.
Mississippi's not having a good round. He's stuck on the beach turn right now. Not even
Yes,
the beach turn, past the beach turn.
He was so close to victory, and he's having a bad day. I think he has like one of the runner's fenders. I mean,
so who's left to catch up to a runner? Is that Russian police? No, it's Philadelphia.
That is Philadelphia, who I believe is in the first place position, but he has so much ground to make up. Yeah, he's going pretty slow as well. But so is the runner. Looks like all these cars are just having a really bad day. Oh, who is that? Was that Russian police? Wait, was that? Yeah. Oh, Russian police hits a pole. That's a bit unfortunate. That pole must be Ukraine. It's a joke. And here comes Mississippi as well. Mississippi's lost a tire completely. Yeah, Mississippi is now going on 3 tires, but they're still going. So shout out to them for having some resilience there. Oh, police interceptors going sideways. Toronto is also in the drink as well. Yeah, that must have been a real bad day for him. Toronto had such a chance, but they're just now in the drink. So it looks like this round is pretty much down to Philadelphia and Police Interceptor. Team starts with P, I guess. Oh, wait, maybe the runner's a little bit to the side. I don't know if they're going to be able to stay on the road.
Is there anyone else to contest him? No one has decided to go the correct way, I guess.
Wait, there was someone there. Go back. That might have been debris, but there was someone around the start position, maybe around the ditch, I believe. Here's Niagara Regional Police as well. Moving on ahead. There's Toronto. There's Toronto in addition to that. It looks like a lot of these cars are just having a real bad day. This round started as par for the course, but I have to say, at this point, it is most decidedly not par for the course. Runner's still moving on ahead, just barely making it to the bus turn as well, and there's no one here to contest them.
The only one who has a good opportunity is Niagara, which I'm not sure if his car's still alive or not.
That's true, yes. It looks like his car has had a really bad day, and it looks like Niagara's car is... Yeah, it looks like Niagara's car is not functional at the moment, so very unfortunate for them. It's essentially been handed to them, but they just don't have the equipment to do it. Here's Mississippi still missing a tire as well. They're get the tire, get it. Police interceptor moving on ahead as well. Looks like Russian police still busted. Where's Philadelphia as well? That is something I am also concerned with.
Philadelphia's the closest one.
Is now at the bus turn as well. So as far as we're all concerned, they're still in first place. They're just having a real bad day of getting up to the runner. Looks like Mississippi's car finally quit on him as well. That's very unfortunate for him. It looks like most of these cars... Here comes police interceptor as well, still driving sideways because of busted steering, so deja vu for that. And, yeah, it looks like a lot of these cars just having a real bad day today. Very destructive round. Most decidedly not par for the course as the runner stops.
I think the runner's car died.
Looks like the runner stopped as well. Here comes Philadelphia hitting the runner in the back, and, yeah, almost beckoning the runner move ahead. It looks like, yeah, Philadelphia's still in it. So look at Philadelphia here in this round, just refusing to quit, making it through all the challenges. It looks like they even took down the runner without even being there and making their car quit. The runner is still going, but I believe that's only because he's rolling. And Philadelphia is here to put a check on. I think Philadelphia has like 2 different car parts with him. I think he has like police interceptor's bumper with him as well.
So yeah, I'll count that as a win. Even though the runner's car died before anyone got to him, Philadelphia is basically the one who put a stop to him.
And yes, it looks like the points here will be now awarded to Philadelphia. So congratulations to them for that incredible performance, making the first car in the history of Grand Marshal tournaments to make the runner's car quit without there being any police cars near, and that pretty much never happens.
So yeah, it was a very long, eventful round. Barely anyone touched a runner until towards around like lap 2 or so.
Yeah, that was very par for the course, and it was a very long and interesting round. Very par for the course at first, I mean, but in the end of that round, that was very decidedly not par for the course. I mean, it kind of was with all the cars being wrecked because of the beach turn. So,
so yeah, looks like Philadelphia will be getting the point, and let's check on the other competitors.
Niagara Regional Police did good, but his car quit on him. He hit the beach turn, and then his car quit on him, like so many before him. Unfortunate for him. That's, sorry, Niagara Regional Police. Press F to pay respect. Toronto over here rounding out both sides of Team 4th place tie, Team Canada. Toronto Police, they did really good, but it just wasn't enough for them, unfortunately. They did their best to hit the runner, but they missed their head-on collision, essentially. It was handed right to them, and they weren't able to make it happen, so unfortunate for them. Rhode Island State Police just got here and proved once again that they just got here because they didn't do a whole lot. They clearly have a long way to go of learning and experience to do before they're able to win a point and win a round. You know, I say that, and then they just immediately win the next round, right? Yeah, calling it now.
Well,
Money's on Rhode Island next round.
he still has one more chance to win a round in this episode on round 60, the final round.
That is true, yes. Transit Police here. It looks like we've definitely pretty much found the secret to Transit Police's performance. They're just content with themselves, so they weren't really doing their best to win. They weren't giving it at all. However, that is almost more scary and more concerning for the other competitors that Transit Police got 8th place and 3rd place and defeated Detroit, and they weren't even giving it their best. Man, imagine what Transit Police must be like if they were giving it their all. And yes, they are still alive. They're just like, they have broken steering, broken AF, pretty much. Here's the Russian police car, by the way, who had an incredibly fierce performance there in round number 58. But just hit a pole this round. I don't know what to tell you. They hit a pole. They did great. They were in 2nd place, I believe, or 3rd place. They just hit a pole. Maybe they had busted steering, or maybe that pole was Ukraine. And here we have the Mississippi State Trooper car, who with 15 rounds still, because they had a really poor performance that round, I have to say. However, I do give them some recognition for the fact that they're that despite losing a tire completely, I guess they were tired of the rounds. I guess they had a really bad day. Recognition for that. Recognition for losing that tire. However, and refusing to quit. That's definitely that Mississippi spirit, but wasn't really able to make it happen this round. Yeah, pretty unfortunate for them. But, you know, they still won, so what do they care? Police Interceptor, probably a bit upsetting, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say, especially for all the Police Interceptor fans out there. They were in the lead for so long. I'm talking about the entire tournament. They were in the lead for so long. In this round, they were in 2nd place. They made it through the beach turn, something they don't usually do, and they were still not able to make it happen. Unfortunately for them, they just weren't able to do it.
So it looks like Philadelphia will be getting the point in round 59, and we'll move on to the final round of this episode.
Welcome to the lineup for round number 60, the final round of Season 1 of the Grand Marshal Grand Tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi already won, but this is the second of 2 bonus rounds to see who, I guess, really wants a point before we go to a new season. Yes, Mississippi here in the front, the winner of the tournament. Congratulations to them. Had a really bad last round, but the first round, round 58, was the crowning round that gave them that victory here in this tournament. And we'll see if they want to get themselves up to 16 or if they want to just take a step back and let the point go to someone else. Police Interceptor as well, so dominant in the early episodes and so much of a disappointment. Going from dominant to disappointment, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the entire tournament. And yeah, we'll see if they'll be able to redeem themselves even a little bit if they get around here in this final bonus round. But I don't know. They may make a lot of Police Interceptor fans mad and maybe even make a lot of Police Interceptor fans leave. So who knows, yeah. Their fan base is in shambles. In the 3rd place position, we have the Toronto Police Car, part 1 of Team Canada, essentially, who used their smarts and their prowess in this tournament to get themselves 4 points. However, they pretty much weren't able to get. I'll say that at the end, depending on whether they win. I was gonna say like they weren't able to beat the tie with Niagara, but like, you know, they still have a chance to beat the tie with Niagara, and yeah, I think at this point that would probably be one of the best things for Toronto to do is beat the tie and secure themselves that 4th place position. But yeah, Toronto definitely a very good competitor. But honestly, maybe pretty much came in a little too late in the tournament. So we'll see. In the 4th place position, we have the Russian police car with a from Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege with a very interesting track record, I have to say. Winning no rounds in the couple of episodes they've arrived, and then winning the final round alongside Mississippi, giving them the boost they need to win the tournament and giving themselves the boost that they need to get on the board. So yeah, we'll see if Russian Police decides to get themselves a second point here, or if they decide to just soak up all the potential knowledge they can for future tournaments and future rounds. In the 5th place position, we have the New York City Transit Police Car, champion of the East Coast tournament, who is pretty content to stay at 8 points. Clearly, stay in the 3rd place position, lock that in, and we'll see if everything I just said was, true, or if they just decide to say that's false and get a point this round. That would definitely be very interesting if they decide to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, in the 6th place position, we have the Rhode Island State Police Car, who, as I said with Transit Police, they are brand new. They just got here. They don't really have a whole lot they can do, and they probably just need a little bit more time to grab up some expertise and some knowledge and watch them win this round and like Transit Police, just watch them win this round and just make me a liar, essentially. In the 7th place position, the champion of the final round that refused to quit, probably making Philadelphia fans out there very happy. We have the Philadelphia Police Car, and yes, good work to them in the last round, and we'll see if they make anything happen this round, because there is one round left in this final final episode, and maybe they could put themselves even further ahead from people like, say, Russian Police and Rhode Island. And in the final position, rounding out the other side of Team Canada, we have the Niagara Regional Police Car, who also potentially could be looking in this round to break out of that 4th place tie. However, in order to do that, they will have to face some of our hefty competitors like Toronto Transit Police, Mississippi, and Police Interceptor. In any event, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The time of season 1 of the Gavril Grand Marshal tournament is coming to an end. This is the final round of the final episode. Round number 60 is about to begin. All right, here we are, Devon. Yeah, in the final round of season 1 of the Gavril Grand Marshal tournament. How are you feeling about that?
I really hope Rhode Island gets a point in this round, so
Yeah.
we don't have any cards with 0 points. But it looks
That
like
is true, yes,
Mississippi really wants this point right now.
That is true, yes. That would be very poetic. But yeah, it looks like Mississippi is wanting that point as well. That would be very poetic, though, as I just said, for Rhode Island to grab the point. And yeah, that would be very interesting. It would round out the point standing. Yeah, looks like no overtakes here. Oh, maybe Rhode Island really wants that point. Looks like Rhode Island gonna challenge Transit.
Oh, he does get an overtake.
He does get the overtake. Look at that. So it looks like Rhode Island will now be in 5th place, moving ahead of Transit Police. So yeah, they potentially could be getting the point here in this round. And yeah, how do you feel about the fact that season 1 of the Gavril Grand Marshal tournament is coming to a close?
You know, like I remember it was just yesterday. It was NYPD and Park Ranger getting their points on the long straight.
Yes, that is true. NYPD Auxiliary, DHS Park Ranger, Belasco City. Those are some real throwbacks, ladies and gentlemen. Even Seacrest County, that was immediately removed from the tournament for some shenanigans, which, by the way, the investigation has been concluded, and there were indeed some funny business foul play. Transit Police maybe trying to go again. Looks like Philadelphia trying to go against Transit Police, as I say that. And yeah, looks like nothing will be happening there. But yeah, no overtakes really, except for Rhode Island. It looks like this round will also prove to be par for the course. Here comes Toronto as well here in the final round of the final episode. They've definitely done pretty good in the last few episodes of this particular tournament. And yes, with that nice little design, I have to say I'm quite the fan of Toronto's police design. And they definitely did pretty good in these past few episodes, as I said. They may still be interested in breaking the tie between the Team Canada tie between themselves and Niagara Regional Police. And yeah, it looks like this could be their time to shine. They could channel a little bit of that inner Detroit, maybe.
Let's see if they make it through all the beach turn. Fine. They all hit it.
Like here comes the beach turn. Mississippi scrapes it. Police Interceptor hits it. Toronto hits it. Russian Police hits it. Looks like they will all be surviving the beach turn, though. Here comes Philadelphia as well. Niagara as well. Looks like they will all be surviving the beach turn as a result of that shipping container. Except Transit Police, though. Transit Police doing that twice in a row. Very unfortunate for him. Looks like Transit Police at this point is probably honestly just in it for the memes.
Oh, looks like he's missing a taillight. What happened to his taillight? Probably someone rear-ended him.
Ooh, that is true. Yeah, looks like Police Interceptor got rear-ended by someone, potentially Toronto. Looks like they will be missing a taillight, so that's a bit unfortunate for them. And here we are at the cinematic corner. Once again, Russian police will be moving ahead. No overtakes, however. Here comes Philadelphia, a little bit on the back foot right there. Niagara Regional Police in, I believe that is 7th, maybe? And is everyone up? Wait, where's Rhode Island? Rhode Island seems to be missing. Here comes Transit Police in the 7th place position with some busted steering still in the game, but where's Rhode Island? Looks like Rhode Island is missing. They are upside down. Where even is this? This is the long turn going into the town. Rhode Island being an absolute upset here, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. Very unfortunate for them, and I think we should give them a little bit of help, my good friend.
I think their car is kind of dead at the moment. You know, it was their last chance to get a point, and they kind of blew it on that long straight again.
That is true. Yes, the long straight. Very unfortunate for them. Rhode Island just disappearing and ending up upside down in the long straight. A lot of distance between Russian police in 4th and Philadelphia in 5th. There's a much more distance between Niagara in 6th and Transit Police in 7th. So yeah, it looks like a lot of these cars are just oh, Transit Police hits a rock due to his busted steering and does some rolls right in front of the camera. Does several different rolls and ends up on his side. So yeah, it's like it's certain now. Like that's definitely Transit Police is just in it for the memes at this point, right?
Yeah, he's just it's a Sunday cruise for him, the tournaments.
Yeah, it's Transit Police is a Sunday cruise. Watch them like win. Like they're in it for the memes and they just win as an ultimate meme. Like someone pits the runner and everyone misses him except Transit Police as Police Interceptor rolls over the jump. Here's Toronto. Here's Russian Police going over the jump as well. Looks like just behind them will potentially be Philadelphia and Niagara Regional Police any second now. Here they go. There's Niagara as well. Here we go. That was a nice camera pan. And here we are back in the town once again, moving ahead of Rhode Island. I wonder if anyone will hit Rhode Island. They potentially could. So the run will be moving ahead as well. Mississippi looks like they will take the beach turn fine. Police Interceptor just barely scraping. It looks like Toronto. Russian police will be moving ahead as well. Russian police going a bit wide as well. It looks like here comes Philadelphia. Philadelphia moving through indeed. Here comes Niagara as well. It looks like they will be just about all making it, except for Philadelphia, who loses the position now to Niagara Regional Police. Yes, and they will be moved back on the road. And how is Transit Police doing? Actually, wait, Mississippi is now on the ditch here. Mississippi is now moving ahead on the ditch. This is the second lap of the round as well, and I don't know how Transit Police is going to be doing in the beach turn as Mississippi potentially closed into the runner.
Let's check on Transit Police right now. Oh, right, he flipped over.
Not even at the beach. Transit Police is not even at the beach turns. Yeah, very unfortunate for that. Oh, he's still stuck there. All right, yeah, so unfortunate for him. Looks like his car quit on him.
Yeah, I think that flip killed his car.
Yeah.
But so far, all those cars that are still running are pretty pristine condition.
That is true, yes. Much of these cars are in very good condition. Russian police with a little bit of damage on his front right fender there. So a bit unfortunate for him, but it looks like that won't matter too much for him. Here comes Philadelphia as well with some damage to his front end, but he is still in the game, and I bet Niagara probably has a lot of damage. Oh, wait, maybe not. Niagara, yeah, actually in 5th. So yeah, Niagara is actually a completely pristine car, essentially. Runner still moving ahead. There they go across from Transit Police. A bit unfortunate. Here comes Niagara with Niagara in 5th with a lot of distance to cover between them and the Russian police car. Here's Philadelphia in 6th looking to make up that position once again, and we are down to 6 running cars.
So far, no one's really made an attempt to hit the runner yet. It's just been pretty spread out.
It is true, yes. It has been a pretty uneventful round here, ladies and gentlemen. No one has managed to hit the runner. Looks like Mississippi has actually lost a bit of ground between him and the runner. As our top 4 cars move across the long straight, we have Mississippi in the first place position, Police Interceptor in 2nd. Wow, look at these trees. It's almost like a cameo appearance from the DEP police car. And, well, here, yep, there's the top 4. Looks like Niagara Regional Police in 5th with so much ground to make. Yeah, Niagara Regional Police will definitely have to floor it and put on that nitrous. Here comes Philadelphia as well in the 6th place position. They have just so much distance to cover. As the top 4 cars make it to the beach turn, looks like the runner will be moving ahead as well. The runner looks like they might be going off into the beach as well. Oh, Mississippi gets a pit on the runner, ladies and gentlemen. Police Interceptor hits the runner as well. Looks like here comes Toronto as well with a strike on the runner. The runner's now up a cliff. Looks like the runner. Oh, here comes Russian police freaking dogpilling the runner. Looks like the runner will actually make it out of that mess, ladies and gentlemen. The runner.
Oh, he's not letting him through. He's not gonna let him get away.
By Police Interceptor. He's now spun the other way, and this is it. This is Mississippi's time to shine. This is someone's time to shine. Where's Detroit? Here comes Toronto and Russian police. They will be missing it. Here comes Niagara, hitting the head-on collision Niagara hitting the head-on collision, making up all that distance. Police Interceptor and Mississippi are hitting the runner off into the beach, and it's still going, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Philadelphia from the 6th place position, moving ahead, and the runner is still up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know if that point should necessarily still be awarded. These cars are just all getting together to go for a fight against the runner, ladies and gentlemen, except for Rhode Island and Trent. Police are currently not here. But yeah, looks like the runner is still up. Toronto moving ahead, and the runner is still up, just barely drifts into Russian police. Yeah, Toronto backing up to try to hit the runner. And after all that, the runner is still going, and it's still on the road.
I'm surprised the runner has sustained all that damage and still running. But the one hit is definitely going to take him out.
Oh, Toronto moving ahead. Looks like they're going to be getting that hit. Yes, Toronto moving ahead, emerging from that chaos. They will be trying to strike. They are making contact with the runner, but they are not doing a successful pit maneuver. They're trying to run him into the guardrails, and it looks like the ditch potentially could be his time to shine. But here comes Mississippi, going to be contending for that point. Mississippi takes the first place position, going to be hitting the runner barely as well. Looks like Mississippi, this could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi may get that point, and where's Toronto as well to contest this point? Oh, there's the spin, ladies and gentlemen. There's the spin. Mississippi gets the spin. And where's Toronto? Looks like the runner is still potentially up, just barely backing up. Here comes Toronto, please, moving in for the head-on collision, going to be sandwiching the runner between himself and Mississippi. What an incredible end, potentially, unless the runner is still up. What an incredible finish conclusion to a round, if that is the conclusion. But no, the runner is still up. This is the runner that won't quit. Police Interceptor hits Mississippi as Russian police moves on ahead around Toronto. And the runner is still going, but blocked by Toronto. Will still be moving ahead. Here comes Russian police to maybe capitalize on the chaos, but they miss. They miss the head-on collision. And Toronto is still moving ahead. They want that point so badly. They get another pit maneuver. This runner has essentially been stopped like 3 times, ladies and gentlemen, but none of these cars can get the point. Mississippi misses the strike. Philadelphia gets the strike right there onto the hill. And the runner just absolutely will not quit. Looks like Mississippi is out of the game against a cliff. And who is this? Is this Police Interceptor out of absolutely nowhere? Will they get the head-on collision? They missed 2. And the runner is now up on the barrier. Looks like that is it. Unless they get pulled off. No, they are going off. Toronto's still in. Toronto refuses to quit. Toronto absolutely refuses to quit. And the runner is still going. But Toronto is just in front of them. And just what is happening at this point? Toronto is still there. Toronto can't get this pointed. Police Interceptor rams him against the barrier. Where is Toronto to finally secure that point after like 4? Toronto is falling in the ditch. Toronto stopped the runner like 4 times, but in the end, they end up falling into the ditch. That is just an absolute upset, and Police Interceptor is essentially the only one up here. They're essentially the only one left, but who could you even call that round for? That was like 5 or 6 different people that participated in stopping the runner.
Wow, I think Interceptor gets the point because the runner again his car just died on him, but at the same time Interceptor was the last one to get a hit on him, so I think he deserves the point for that.
The runner's car absolutely died after being just what do you even say after that? What an insane round, ladies and gentlemen. That was the runner that wouldn't quit. That runner lasted longer than freaking Velasco City's career. So, oh my God, wow, that was just 4 times. 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. We'd have to go back and check the replay. 4 or 5 times this runner was pit maneuvered or struck. Going all the way back to the beach turn, and just in the end, their car quit on them, and like 6 different cars participated. Just, what do you even say after that? What do you even say after that?
I guess everybody wanted the point in round 60. You know, it was the last chance.
Everyone wanted the point so bad. Everyone wanted the point so bad. I almost get an idea. I almost get the idea that at this point we should like just give everyone a point, all right? Because like, yeah, we could do that. Oh, that's where Russian police went. All right, they went into the ditch. Good enough. So yeah, just like, gee, everyone just wanted that point so bad, but in the end, Police Interceptor is the one that was able to get it.
I believe only Interceptor deserves that point. Everybody did hit him, but it was the hit that kills him that matters.
That is true, yes. The hit that got him was the one from Police Interceptor into the barrier. So yes, it looks like congratulations to Police Interceptor. Looks like Police Interceptor will be the winner of that final round. That was okay. I thought I was winded on round 58, like I said. Wow.
So yeah, let's check on the other competitors that were not present at the end of this round.
And here is Transit Police, ladies and gentlemen, who was pretty much content with just going for the memes, I guess. He did some rolling. You see me rolling. It was a reference, clearly. And yeah, Transit Police, great competitor. 8 points in the end. And yeah, they even retained the white bar. Look at that, just hanging off the side. So yeah, well done to Transit Police. And here's Rhode Island State Police, who yeah, that was a respectable-ish kind of not really performance for their first episode. But like I said, it was their first episode, so I mean, what are you gonna do? Hopefully they got as much experience and expertise as they could possibly get from that. I certainly hope. Here's Niagara Regional Police over at the beach center who participated in some of that absolute mess, but unfortunately just wasn't able to actually like get up to the runner over near the ditch where the round ended. So unfortunate for him. But still well done. Great performance. Got in for that head-on collision after being so far behind in 5th place. And yeah, good work.
So it looks like Mississippi will be winning the tournament and will be heading to victory lane real soon. And Interceptor, despite the terrible luck he had in the first 2 rounds, eventually got a win on the final round of the season. With a joint effort with like 5 other cars, they were all going after the runner, trying to get that final points.
Yeah, that is true, and it really shows how far Police Interceptor has fallen. That he can get another point, but he requires like the help of 4 other cars to do it. So yeah, I would say that very unfortunately for Police Interceptor, this is a sign that his police chasing days are over, and he should consider some retirement. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the victory lane. Congratulations to the Mississippi State Trooper car, and they will be awarded this lovely golden Grand Marshal as the trophy for the Grand Marshal Grand Tournament. They are the champions of Season 1 of the Grand Marshal Grand Tournament, proving that they are, amongst the cars that participated, the best Grand Marshal police chaser of them all. And yes, as a result of this, they will be given this beautiful model 2007 Grand Marshal, with a very nice golden reflective paint job as well, some delicious looking taillights, and I believe this is a V8. I don't know much about the Grand Marshal specs, but just pretend I talked about all the specs. And yes, they will be awarded as the trophy this golden Grand Marshal for because they like busted 100 criminals. That's another joke. But yes, they will be awarded this golden Grand Marshal as the trophy for their efforts. And so Mississippi has officially been the first one to officially win the tournament. And they will be the first recipient of the Golden Grand Marshal.
So yeah, it's been a really eventful season. Took quite a while to get through all the episodes, but eventually we figured out a winner from all the rounds we've hosted.
Indeed, yes. What an incredible first season, and what a ride, and what a ride it was, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi being crowned in the end, just an incredible season. And however, it will not be the only season, obviously, and I hope to see each and every one of you there for Season 2 in the future. Thank you all, Grand Marshal enthusiasts, BeamNG fans, and police chasing fans alike for tuning into Season 1 of the Gavril Grand Marshal Tournament. I hope to see you in season 2 for some more police chasing.